What we are doing, it's nothing, it's not a rocket science, it's a twin spindle what we are going to have it, and then it's going to save your space, it's going to save your manpower, it's going to save your power. This is getting, yes, let's start.
Hello, welcome back to MTD CNC. We are in India, more specifically Pune, and I'm with my buddy Vishal, a friend of mine I've had for several years now, and I'm excited to learn from him once again on twin spindle technology. Vishal, thank you so much for being a part of MTD.
Hey Tony, it's really nice meeting you, and it's really a pleasure to be with MTD.
It's good to see you again after all this time, but I know the audience cares less about our relationship and more about the superstar here, this twin spindle machine. So let's talk about that technology.
Definitely, because we both are not the superstar. The superstar is this machine, and today we are going to talk about a twin spindle Phillips machine. As you are aware here, because there is a lot of problem with the space, there is a lot of problem with the manpower, there is a lot of problem of expanding. If there are some customers, those who want to expand it, but they don't have a space, and they want to manufacture one component, and they wanted to increase the productivity, then twin spindle is the best product that we can give it to them.
I like that you've explained it that way, and oftentimes when we're conveying a piece of knowledge, right? An audience that's watching, if it's new to them, the first thing we need to do is remove that fear, right?
Absolutely.
So to break it down in its most simplest form, all we're really doing is adding a second spindle to technology of milling that we already know, right?
Absolutely. Tony, you're absolutely right. Because what we are doing, already people are knowing about a single spindle machine. What we are doing, it's nothing, it's not a rocket science, it's a twin spindle what we are going to have it, and then it's going to save your space, it's going to save your manpower, it's going to save your power. That's the thing.
You've mentioned it a couple of times, but I just want to elaborate a bit more to make sure that this message is conveyed because it's important.
Okay.
Two spindles in one machine, meaning we're making the same amount or more products in a smaller space, saving that real estate that we're all fighting for, and especially places like Mumbai, right? And Bangalore.
Right. If you see in any of our metro places, because space is a real concern. Because if you want to increase the productivity, and if you have got very less space, and you want a single component to have a productivity double, then twin spindle will help you out for that.
So let's talk a little bit about the efficiency of the power and the amount of savings that come along with that as well.
To be very frank, the efficiency of this machine will be much more faster because the rapids are quite faster. It is 48 meters per minute. Second thing, if you see, the RPM is around about 12,000 RPM, which will give you a much more better torque, much more better power, so that you can erode your material much more faster and you get a better productivity and better finish.
I often see a machine like this, for people who are watching, for those high production runs where you know you're going to repeat something over and over again.
Yes.
And now every time we open this door, we're pulling out two parts instead of one part. That's the whole concept in theory, right?
Absolutely. Where you wanted to make a product, that is a single product, and you wanted to a multiple quantity, then this comes into the picture. So you don't have to worry about it because you put one part and you get two parts in the same cycle time. That is the advantage of this. Yeah.
Well, when we're conveying a message, Vishal, about removing fear, we also think about bringing in a new software interface on the machine, but everyone knows FANUC, right? This is familiar to everyone watching.
Yeah. Because the controller is going to be the same whether you use a single spindle or use a twin spindle. And FANUC is the most popular controller that is available here in the world. So you don't have to fear about it.
Absolutely correct. Now, is this the only model, or there are multiple models a customer can choose from?
We have got two models. One is that PDV 430 that right now what we are seeing. It is with a BBT 40 taper. And we have got one more model that is a PDV 330T that is with a BBT 30 taper.
And if I'm not mistaken, there's actually another machine that we're not standing in front of currently that you would like to talk about to the audience as well, right?
Yes. Yeah, I would like to talk about a double collar machine. This is a twin spindle machine. We have double collar machines also, and it starts from the range of 1 meter to 6 meter. So we have got a lot of installations here in India. The people, those who wanted to go with a very bigger jobs, whether they are into fabrication, whether they are into aerospace, or whether they wanted to manufacture big casting jobs, I think so double column will be the best solution from the Phillips.
So when we're talking double column for the audience that's watching right now, it really is those big jobs, high rigidity. This is where it really comes into play, right?
Yes, double columns basically comes where you need a very high rigidity and where the weight of the jobs are too big, too huge.
Does this machine also come with the service that Phillips is known for here in India?
That's a very good question, and that is the most important part that I wanted to tell you. Phillips is a benchmark in servicing. If you see, it's not over here in India, but all over the world. If you see in Bangladesh, if you go in Sri Lanka, if you go in Dubai, so there are a lot of machines what we are exporting. We are basically known for a 360-degree backup service that we give. We have got service backup, we have got spares, we have got application, we have got fixture team. So anything if you want, it is under one roof with a 360-degree service with Phillips.
And thanks to your incredible interview here with MTD, I'm sure you sold another 100 machines, but for those who want to learn more about these machines, what's your website? How can they find you?
Absolutely, sir. You can find us on Facebook, you can find us on Insta, you can find us on LinkedIn, you can find us on Twitter, and definitely you can find us on www.phillipscorp.com. And one more point, think of machine tool, think Phillips.
Well, guys, I hope you learned as much as I did today from Vishal. What an incredible person. And I think I officially might have lost my job in this interview. What an amazing job you did, Vishal. Good to see you.
It was really an honor, Tony. It's really an honor. And definitely, it's really an honor to be a part of MTD from Phillips. It's really a big thank you for you.